literally just Aldo and Ephesus. You guys have just seen Lingam maybe threaten a guy in the middle of the room, but that guy did back off immediately. So maybe he's got it.
Does this man
Who's
have
to
clout
say?
here? Does he have
He
clout?
does. He does.
I have clout.
Do you turn around and say that you have clout?
You actually asked me yes.
He has clout.
Well,
I'm gonna ask. I'll just actually ask all three of you, if you would, to give me either perception or insight, whichever one you would
me
prefer.
too.
Yes, you, Ephesus, and Alduin.
Reese, is there a
The
map
three that
for
are in the
this?
ball. Yes, there is a map. I can summon everybody to it who's on.
Let me see if mine's going to work today.
I
If
got
it's
it.
going.
Oh, did you say
today.
insight?
Yes, you can
I
use
just
insight
got a
if you'd
nat
like.
20, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to do perception.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just got a nat 8.
Ah! What does that finish at?
It finishes at a 13.
That's a respectable number. And Langham got a 12.
Nat 20.
I did.
You got a 12. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. Here I'm gonna go in order of least roll to high roll. So Langham, you kind of just we ended the last session with you rolling an insight yourself and you realizing that maybe you are a little bit more badass than you were when you left this city.
Hell yeah.
And so you kind of are like coming to that realization of like, oh yeah, I actually like have seen some shit and have done some stuff now, and like confronting a guy who's trying to run a Ponzi scheme on my parents is not a problem for me,
Hell yeah. That is so cool.
It is so cool. It's a cool moment to realize that, like, oh yeah, I've got that. There's growth. I've got that. So you don't really pick up that there's a strange like tension in the room because you're kind of focused on like the interaction you just had.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alduin, you do pick up slightly, like there is, since you guys have come into the bar, there's been like a weird sort of tension in the air, but you kind of just like thought it was maybe like the tension of a bunch of people who just left a really long day of work, all tired and are like worn thin and are just trying to get a beer and then go home. And it's that kind of like on the edge of exhaustion tension.
Yeah.
You thought it was that when you came in. You kind of don't know what it is now. You feel like maybe there's more to it, but you can't really figure out why there's just kind of like a weird like tenseness in the air of this bar. Ephesus.
Yes.
You clock immediately a couple of things. One, you see your buddy Langham having a moment of self-realization where you don't know what he's realizing about himself, but you see that he's realizing something positive about himself. The second thing you notice is that a lot of people in the room are like hunched over their cups, sipping really slowly, not like enjoying their beer like you would if you would just had a long day, where you would be like stretched out in a chair, drinking, trying to relax. Nobody in this room. Everybody looks like they have a tension in their shoulders they can't get rid of. And a lot of people seem to be glancing over at that group of dwarves who all have the same beard style and hair color, who are just sitting at their own table in the side of the room. People keep stealing glances, but nobody is staring. They just look, they recognize somebody over there, or maybe they recognize the whole group. It's kind of hard to tell. But then they go right back to just like trying their best to act like they don't know.
Is there somebody near to me that I just watched them like steal a glance at him?
Yeah, there's definitely like a dwarf sitting at the table next to you who looks like he's half a tankard into an ale. He's not like tipsy or drunk at all. His hands are covered in soot and dirt, like he's just left the mine, like he has literally just come from a long shift at work. He's got a buzzed head, a close cut beard, and he keeps glancing over his shoulder, seeing them, and then trying to pretend like he didn't see him. Is what
Okay.
you notice. Yeah.
I come up to him and I sit next to him. I imagine I've also got a tankard of beer since we've been
Yeah,
here
of course,
so
dude.
long. I kind of just
Yeah.
slide it along to him. I said, "Hey, buddy, I'm looking for some work. You know anything about those fellers over there?"
Roll a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. Persuasion. I got advantage, so I'll do it again. That is an 18.
18. This guy goes, I wouldn't go looking for work with those boys.
Well, who are they?
Um, you see that he does another glance over his shoulder to make sure that they're not looking in his direction.
Uh huh.
Um, let me. And on a 7, they're not looking in his direction.
Heck yeah.
And he goes, those are bright braids.
Bright braids.
Yeah, the one with the rings. He's Column Bright Braid.
Column. And that's spelled COLM, correct?
Yes.
I know a little something.
They all just kind of look really tense as they like there's the whole room. The weirdly enough, what you do recognize on a nat 20 insight is that the guys at the table, the bright braids, don't seem tense at all. They all seem maybe a little too relaxed for the whole room to be in such tension.
So what are they, like the crime bosses around here, or what is it?
No, they're not, and that's the problem. This isn't their territory.
Oh,
They shouldn't be here.
so what, you think they got some business with the people here? Who's the leaders of this territory, I guess?
We're in Cutter's Row. This is Ironval territory.
Iron Val. Sounds like another one I can add to my list.
And he goes, it might be best for us to get out of here, actually. And you see, he downs the rest of his people to the door, like he's ready to leave.
Hey, hold up a second.
I don't know you, stranger, but if you're smart, I wouldn't be in the bar while they're in the bar.
All right, I'll let him go.
Okay. You see, he steps out. He looks both ways down the street to make sure he clearly is looking for somebody who's probably going to show up here. Doesn't see apparently whoever that is, and he gets the hell out of this bar. He leaves.
All right, and I'll saunter over to my buddies and I'll whisper to them kind of what I just found out. That there's probably about to be another part of a crime family showing up, and this ain't their territory. Even though Langham probably already knows that.
Yeah, I got clout.
Yeah, I
You
will
got clout,
say anything to do with like the nature of any part of Iron's Inn, Langham has advantage on history checks about
All right.
Yeah.
because he's from here. But I think on base level information, Langham would know, like, we're not even need to make a roll about it. You would just know this is Iron Val territory. The Bright Braids are control a different borough entirely. Should not be here. If a group of Bright Braids are sitting like openly in a bar in Iron Val territory, they're up to something that will eventually be bad.
I think I want to try to prep an action.
Okay. Just like to hold an action just for something to pop off?
Yeah, I have 2 ideas, and I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out if I should just go on the offensive, or if I should just try to like meddle. If they try to do something, just kind of meddle and make it a little more difficult for them.
And just try to diffuse?
Yeah.
Okay, I can
Is
respect
there any
that.
preference on you guys,
No.
Langham, Ephesus?
I think I'm also just gonna start looking comfortable here.
Okay, you're just gonna start chilling. Okay.
Now, I mean, I'm gonna have my hand on my gun, but like,
Okay, okay.
I just
You
want to
under the
look.
table
Yeah,
just reach down. Yeah, okay.
I just want to look comfortable in a place where a lot of other people are not comfortable, because that automatically like puts me at a different level than everybody else. It kind of changes the
Yeah.
air around me, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Hear me out, gentlemen.
Okay.
How would we feel about me potentially using a major image spell to make their tables look like a stack of barrels? And it'll look out of place, but as long as they don't pass my check, um, as long as they don't think too much of it, then they won't see it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like even if somebody were to walk in, they would just think it's a stack of barrels instead of some people talking.
Oh, so
That
your
table.
major image or mine? I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
All of
I
them.
want to try to. It's a 20-foot cube,
Uh
so I could just try to. Because if I'm not mistaken, like it seems real, including sound, smells, all that kind of stuff. So, or I could even just make it look like different. I could use major image to make it look like different people, to make it look like just regular workers.
make them look
But
like they're hunched over.
that'll only work assuming the people coming in are the ones that's looking for something. As the people at the table are the ones that's about to start something, that'll kind of, won't really make a difference.
It sounds like they're gonna be looking for something because these people ain't supposed to be here. So they're either
Yeah.
looking for work, they looking for some kind of deal.
What if I just send a cloud of daggers around their table right now? Huh?
I don't think they'd be too happy with
they
that.
want to start some shit. I'll start some shit.
Make the floor lava.
I think me, Reese, real life, the DEM needs to roll insight on Alduin, the character, to be like, is he unstable? Is he cracking?
We
They want
immediately
to start
take
some
him
shit.
here.
I'll start some shit, bro. Come on. They know they're here for no good. Okay, I'm just gonna prep. I think that's what I will do. I think I'll just prep a
Oh, frick.
Cloud of
you want
daggers,
cloud,
just in case.
you want cloud of daggers or hypnotic pattern?
Hypnotic pattern puts people to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Sleep, sleep.
You want to do that?
That's fine.
I'm down for real.
Okay. I think what I would like to do is ask Langham if there are any like distinguishing features that each of the like crime families have. Like, they have that very distinct haircut and like facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
And also try to get those distinct features and just try to keep a lookout whoever walks in the door. And if I see someone like that walk in the door, as soon as they walk in, I'm gonna hypnotic pattern like on like where the doorway would be or above the doorway. So since they're already looking over there, they'll see it.
Okay.
Anybody who looks
Okay.
over there will see it.
Okay. So
Well,
in that case, Langham needs to give me a history check with advantage to see if he remembers specific features about each family. You can try to do a lower roll
oh
and just
my
try to
god.
remember. Oh, nat
I
20?
rolled a 20 and then a 2.
Okay. On a nat 20, do
We'll
you
take the
want
first.
the information just about the Iron Vows, or do you want information about every crime family in the city?
Can we can we pocket the information for everybody in the city and
That's
just
fair.
for this situation get the ones for
Okay.
the iron?
For the iron valve specifically, there are three like notable characteristics. One, they all have like pitch black hair. That's like their um, most notable characteristic is they all share a like center forehead tattoo of a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Every member of the Iron Valve family has a tattoo of a hammer in the center of their forehead. And then the last one is and this one is always been like kind of confusing to you specifically. The iron valves don't go anywhere armed. For a crime family, they don't walk around with weapons.
Okay, interesting.
I also think I'll say it's pretty clear to you guys. I think your passive perceptions could pick up that all of the bright braids sitting at that table all have weapons on them.
Okay, I think then I'll just have Langham. I'll ask Langham if he'll just kind of keep a lookout for me, and I'll just be ready. And I'll just be looking exactly where I want to cast the spell, so I don't have to focus on like any other thing but exactly where I want it to be at, if that makes sense.
I'm
That
keeping an
makes
eye on you.
plenty of sense. Some could say a perfect amount of sense.
Perfect amount.
Are those right?
Hold on. I realized I actually forgot to place a couple people in here. Just okay. Another, I'm going to say probably 10, 15 minutes goes by of this tense air in the bar before the bar door does finally open. Langham, you see two, like, just regular worker gnomes walk into the room who finished a shift somewhere. They walk in. Behind them, you see a dwarf wearing a white, little bit soot stained long sleeve shirt tucked into a pair of trouser greaves, like they are part pants, part armor.
Yeah.
Um, he's got like probably long hair, black hair long enough to cover his ears. Hammer tattoo in the middle of the forehead. He's wearing a big ass signet ring with an identical head.
Whoa.
He opens the door. He is by himself. You don't see an entourage coming in the room. You just see this guy opens the door. He looks to where to where he sees the bright braids. You see that they make eye contact. Alduin, are you casting a spell now, or are you waiting for something to happen?
I will probably. I'm gonna wait just a second. I'm gonna wait for somebody to like make any kind of sudden move or something like that.
Okay. You see, the the guy who just opened the door. He goes, "If you'd rather be somewhere else right now, it would be a great time to get there." And all of like the regular civilians stand up and fucking leave. Like everyone just exits the building as soon as he says that.
Do y'all want to exit? Or do y'all want to stay?
It would be so funny if we just walked
We
out.
just left.
I
We're just like,
cannot
you know
lie,
what?
that would be so funny. It's like, that's a great freaking idea.
I'm just gonna stay
Hey,
seated.
I mean, you have
I
the
think we're
option. You have
good.
you literally do have the option to leave the room if you want.
I think I'm gonna stay seated.
Okay.
Because I don't
That
know what's
would be
going on.
so
I'm new
funny.
here.
I'm gonna wait. Okay, here's my plan, gentlemen. Y'all tell me how y'all think about this. I'm gonna wait for something to happen. If somebody does something, I'm gonna flip the table I'm at so they look at me, and then put the hypnotic pattern on the table.
All right.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna say it's right about this time when the crowd of people is exiting the bar that Rudy and Bandor walk up and see everybody rapidly leaving the bar. You don't see your friends, but just all the regular civilians have just made a mass exodus of the building.
Does Rudy walk in and say, "If you want to leave, now's your time"?
Oh, that would be badass.
All gonna go, no rush, but I think it's time to head home.
My mom said she would take us home if yours would drive us there. That's what Rudy's mom said.
I look at my wrist with just a bunch of ants on it. I go, what's the time?
That's what they say.
They form like the numbers like
You see that the
8:30.
ants,
Yeah, it's time to
ants
go.
who definitely don't know what time is and don't understand the concept of it, just line up in a series of small dots. That's it.
Can you
Okay.
read Braille?
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's time.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Does Rudy actually enter the bar behind this guy? This guy is kind of standing in the doorway a little bit. He's let people move around him, but he's just kind of standing there. This
Yeah.
dwarf who you don't know.
I
Rudy's
go,
just like,
hey, excuse me?
behind you.
Yeah, and I put my arm on his shoulder like that, and I open him like a doorway. I just and walk forward.
Roll a strength check.
That sounds like a bad idea if I've ever heard one.
Hold on, I gotta get the dice for this. I didn't know when we'd be rolling. Okay, hold on. Wait, just like what I need to add to it?
It's an athletics check.
Athletics, 18.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You push this guy. He doesn't fucking move. He is solid as a fucking rock.
Hey man, can you please get out of my way?
You see that this guy turns to you and he goes, "What the actual fuck are you?" Because he's just staring at a talking suit of armor covered in ants.
Ant-Man.
Well, there's a couple answers to that. Some of them determine on if you will please get out of my way.
You see this guy in sure just like bewilderment, just takes a step so you can get past.
Thank you.
Then he turns
Okay.
back to the room.
So guys, where's everyone hidden?
You see that now that interaction has just happened, the bright braids all stand up from their table. The guy at the door, the Iron Vow guy at the door, is like, "Are you sure you want to do this, Cullum?" And you see the bright braid, the one wearing all the rings, pulls a short sword. None of the rest of them do, just him. And he goes, "I know what you did to my sister, you rat bastard. You die here." And then the guy at the door goes, "I didn't do nothing to your sister that she didn't want."
Oh,
I can't. Hey guys, I was gonna use hypnotic pattern, but I can't lie. This guy kind of seems like he deserves it. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
just letting him go
Oh,
at it.
Alvin, what's going on here, man? I hear nothing, but things are getting heated.
Do they serve popcorn at this bar?
You see that there is a guy, a single barkeep whose job is to wash the kegs because you know it's self-serve. You see that he's firing up a popcorn machine, and he looks across the room, and then he sees the situation, and he decides that's inappropriate, and he unplugs the popcorn machine.
Wait.
I got you.
One
Just
batch,
put the kernels in
please.
me, and I use
One
heat
batch,
metal.
please. I'll give you a gold coin.
I use heat metal. No, that's genius. That is a good idea.
You see that they kind of stand there in silence because nobody knows how to respond to what that guy just fucking said. And then finally, he goes, "If we're gonna do this, let's not ruin the damn bar. Okay, we can take a step outside at least."
Can Rudy referee this match?
How do you want to go about trying?
We
to
walk
do
outside.
this?
It's like if we're going outside, I go okay. Both sides. I like a clean, fair fight. You know, I don't know what it's going for, but however it is, I want to be nice and fair.
You see
know?
a dwarf with rings on all of his fingers, with a blonde beard and 2 braids, point a sword at you and be like, "Who the actual hell are you?"
Well, from the looks of it, I'm the referee of this match. Now we're going to get to it or not?
I promise
You
he's a
see that
decent referee.
This guy looks at the Iron Val dude and he's like, is he with you? And he goes, he's not with me. All right, I've got no clue about the suit of armor. I'm as lost as you are about this. All right.
The way I see it, y'all are going to fight. Like, stop talking, man. Bar's cleared out, man. We ain't got all day.
He's with the Kane crime group. Don't worry about him.
He's with the witch crime group?
The Kane Kind group. Crime, sorry.
And they go, okay, hold on. Pause. Is there a new crime family? Do we have a whole new?
Sorry, he meant the,
I don't know what a
the
crime family
Kane
is.
crime clan, but they're all spelled with K.
I did not mean that one. I did not mean that one. That is not correct. We are not
Everybody,
racist.
man, isn't it?
Let's not be rash here.
I thought we kind of established Rudy is kind of racist.
Yes,
I'm not. It's just
in
a
the
poor
Kane
situation.
my
Poor
name
is
is
a poor
Milo Kane,
situation.
and I'm not racist.
He does just like dark elves, except
It's
for
just dark.
Paris.
Not even all of them. One of them's okay, but like everyone, no, 2 of them are okay, but like everyone else is.
Okay, I retract what I said. He is now no longer with the Kane crime group.
He's not doing himself any favors.
Look, everyone else is okay. It's just them.
He is no longer an associate.
How many times have they tried to take over the world? How many times has it worked?
You see these 2 dwarves just they look at each other, acknowledge they don't know what the hell is going on, and take a further step away from you guys. They just create distance. They're like,
No, man, y'all go ahead and fight. Y'all go outside. We'll follow y'all.
Yeah.
they're already outside. They're already in the
Okay.
street. It is very much the other 3 bright braids. They kind of do what Rudy was trying to do. They kind of referee. You see that they all spread out, create like a perimeter where like they're like making sure civilians don't get close. You see
Rudy
that
got a bunch of ants, and he's using prestidigitation, so they kind of like a microphone, and he goes, and in this corner, we have, and I forgot their names. And he's like,
he just
guy.
stops. He just stops. And this one
We
we
have
got
the guy with the sword, and the other one we have
a
the
guy with a
other guy.
tattoo.
the tattoos.
Yeah,
Let's get ready
you see
to rumble.
Cullum Brightbraid. He turns the short sword backwards. At the same time, the Iron Val, whose first name you guys haven't heard, pulls a chain necklace off, wraps it around his knuckles, and then gets in a boxer stance like he's about to fight this guy with like random brass knuckles that he made from a necklace chain.
I'm gonna go stand by one of the Brightbeard guys. I'm like, yo, man, he you think, man? He got your money on.
And he goes, roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Easy.
I was gonna be like, this guy goes, get the fuck away from me, but I was like, hold on.
I rolled really bad. That's only an 18.
Only an 18. He goes, look, Column's a good fighter, but like I've never seen McAvoy Iron Val, so I don't really know. You know,
Hey,
I hope it's Cullum.
Hey, I respect that you're here with your homie. I respect that.
I hope it's Cullum. I told him this was a dumb idea. When his dad finds out, probably gonna. But here we are.
So, hey, be honest with me. Did he really smash Column's sister?
He did.
Okay.
He did. But I would like to say, Colum. Okay, you see, he leans in. And he goes, Colum's having a hard time accepting that his sister is like an adult, and so he's saying that this guy raped her, and it wasn't rape. It was fully consensual sex. Colum won't let it go now, so now he's saying he has to kill this guy for his sister's honor, even though his sister was fully involved in the process.
So, like, if if I also hypothetically, not that I would ever try, if I also try to have sex with Column's sister, he will also try to fight me.
He will also try to fight you probably, but hey, there's a chance he doesn't make it out of this alive.
I walk over to the iron guy. What's it called? The
Iron Val.
Iron Valve.
Iron Valve guy. I'm like, look, man, you're strong. I couldn't move you. You were like a door. Don't kill him. He looks pretty young. I mean, he might have a full beard and everything, but I think that's kind of a whatever you guys are thing. Either way, I think just don't kill him, man.
I see that.
Whatever you guys are you? What the hell are you?
Look, man, there's
actually, I
literally
changed
no
my
brain
name.
up here. And I open the faceplate opens. I'm like, there's no brain up here, man. I gotta work with what I got.
I see that Rudy's talking to the Iron Veil guy, and I walk up to Corum. I'm like, or call him. I'm like, yo, hey man, you sure you want to do this? I think he's gonna beat your ass.
And he goes, I have to protect my sister's honor. That rapist bastard put his hands on her.
From what? From again, you hadn't met me, just got here. From what I hear, she put his hands on her.
Hold on. This guy takes a swing at you. What's your AC?
Oh, what a dumbass! I'm about to beat his ass. He's 21. I'm at AC 21.
Okay, well he got exactly a 21. So he does 11 points of slashing damage as he cuts you across the chest. And he goes, I don't know who you are, stranger, but I suggest you back the hell out of my way while I kill this fuck.
I'm gonna
Who
try
just
to
played?
channel divinity vision of the lake.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, hold on. What kind of save is that?
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, if you haven't figured it out, Cullum Brightbraid, I'm not all that wise.
I had a guess. I really had a guess.
Yeah, on a natural 3, he goes down. Okay, like he just locks up.
I just see him slump down. I'm like, okay, who's next? Anybody else?
You see that the other Brightbraid guys who don't understand what's happening, but then see their guy go down, they all draw. Okay, what the fuck? As they all draw swords and start pointing like weapons at you.
Whoa.
It's not-
And then
too late.
the Iron Val guy looks at you, Rudy. He goes, "Is that guy with you?"
Yes.
All right, perfect. You see that he turns, charges the nearest guy. Okay, he just
Can I
takes
like
off.
grab him? And, like try to hold on to him?
You roll another athletics check.
Come on. 15?
He got a 28. So,
Man.
Ain't stopping him.
so you're being drugged by a dwarf? Is he?
That is not a good look.
Okay.
Look, man. I know it looks bad, but like he got a 28, man.
At this point, you guys hear some sort of ruckus coming from the crowd of civilians who are now kind of creating a perimeter around you guys. As you hear a voice being like, "All right, let me through. Let me through." You guys see a female dwarf in full plate armor, silver plate, steps out into the circle. She's got like unbraided, free flowing, mostly silver, a little bit blonde hair.
Does she have a beard?
It's definitely. She does not have a beard. She is clean shaven.
Which implies that she could have one.
Which implies that she could have one. You see that it's like cascading down her back, covering up a sigil that's on her cape that is flowing from her plate armor. You see that she steps in. She has a helmet under her arm. There's a like a warhammer hooked to her waist, and she has a shield on one arm. And she walks in and she goes, "All right, that's enough of that, fellas. Okay, on today of all days,
It's today.
The day of his daughter's wedding.
you see that she looks at you, Ephesus, after saying today, and she goes, apologies, stranger, but it's a dwarf thing. And then she looks around. Langham, roll me a history check with advantage.
Okay. Oof. That was an 11 and a 15.
Okay. 15 for sure does it. You don't think you've ever actually seen this person in person before, but you recognized the description of her immediately. This is the High Marshal of the Iron Guard, which is the police force of the city. Okay. Her name is Ragna Deepstone.
What is it? What
People call her the Hammer of Iron's End.
Whoa.
And you see that, like you recognize that, and you all both Cullum Brightbraid and McAvoy Ironval both also see who that is, and they both also kind of have a moment of being like, okay, maybe we picked the wrong day. Like maybe we should...
Cullum is incapacitated.
Cullum is incapacitated. The other Brightbraid, they're all like, okay, maybe we've made a decision. Like maybe Cullum is hunk chewing on the ground. He is.
I'm gonna start keeping like, hey man, she's here for you. Come on.
Do you let him come out of it?
I'm gonna wait a second.
Okay, you're gonna wait. Okay.
I'm gonna act like he's sleeping really heavy though.
You see that Rudy McAvoy Ironval has stopped running, so you're able to stand up and get back on your feet from
Dude, that is
15
so
feet across the ground.
Hey, Adam, look, man, I don't want to hear it right now. Just let's all calm down. I was just trying to be a good referee, okay?
Hey, dude, but look where my guy was. Look how you were. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but look at your guy and look at my guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, my guy's on the ground. Your guy is carrying you like a backpack, okay?
Your guy's like a 5-year-old dwarf. My guy's like a 300-year-old dwarf. This guy's level 300. Your guy's level 1.
Okay.
This is a mob boss, bro.
Okay.
Get on my
Okay.
Get him.
My guy slept with your guy's sister. Think about it.
You see the Hammer of Iron's End step into the middle of the circle, and she goes, "Boys, I believe you all have a funeral to get to." You see, Alduin, you see the 3 Brightbraid guys walk over, and the one, hey, do you mind if we just like drag him with us?
Hey man. Yeah, you know what? Go for it. I'm sure that'll wear off in a little bit.
Okay. All right. I want to say nice meeting you, but I don't even think we technically. I think this was just kind of like a weird in-street encounter.
I'm gonna go for a fist bump. Bit of Heyman. Name's Alwyn. Take it easy.
He goes, name's Tar. Fist
My
bumps
dog.
you. He grabs. You see that he grabs Cullum by the braids and just starts dragging him back across the street. You see McAvoy Ironval undoes the chain around his hand, puts it back on his neck. And then Ragna Deepstone does a scan of everybody here and goes, okay, McAvoy, you should go home. The rest of you, I feel like there are some questions that need to be answered.
Okay.
McAvoy stands. You see McAvoy looks at you guys, gives a respectful like, "What's up?" and then kind of just walks off.
I didn't want to just say.
Nice meeting you. Sorry for your loss.
You were about to say something before he walked off, Ethan?
Well,
Can you
I
take
wanted
what?
to look cool. Would it be possible to take a potion of healing and like the slash where he slashed me? Can I just like pour a potion on top of that?
Yeah, dude, hell yeah! You can
Okay.
just pop it and pour it and seal up the wound.
Okay. I have a greater potion of healing, so I'm gonna heal.
There is a cut in your shirt now, but the wound is healed cool. It just looks kind of rad, honestly.
Heck yeah. Do I have anything to sew it with? I don't think I do. Well, I need a new shirt after this, gentlemen.
um, you see that she goes, gentlemen, step inside with me, would you? And she walks back into the bar.
Yes, Captain.
Oh my gosh, that was exactly 11 down, or like exactly 11 on my healing potion. That's freaking nice.
Nice.
Back to full with no waste.
Back to full. Do you guys all follow back into the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You guys walk back in. She sits her helmet down on a table, grabs a tankard, walks over, fills a tankard full of ale, looks at the barkeep, says, "Turn on the popcorn machine," and then walks and sits down.
Heck yeah.
And she goes,
I grabbed the garlic salt
wanna-
off the bar.
I want to go. I'm gonna go as soon as she gets back to the table. I'm gonna go grab a tanker, fill it with ale, and go keep it off, and then go back to the table.
He does not listen to you. This guy is way more scared of her.
Don't be scared of me. Just wait.
And she sits down, helmet's down next to her. You guys hear like the warhammer kind of clink on the side as she sits it on the floor. Props her shield up against it, and she goes, "Okay, so we've got gnome, half elf, wood elf." She points at you, Ephesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Cowboy, if you will.
Walking suit of armor.
Close enough.
I swear there was another guy here. There was a dwarf.
Yeah, that's Bandor.
Okay.
Very good at
and then,
stereotyping.
I mean,
So
no.
it's like rough.
I mean, I venture party when I see one.
Okay.
I don't see them very often in here, but I know when I see them. You, I feel like I recognize you. She points at you, Lane. I feel like I've seen you around.
Hey. How the heck are you?
Wow, because he's a gnome.
No, hold on. I remember. Deep turn.
Balls deep.
Deep turn?
Deep fern.
Deep fern, that's right. Yeah. Your mom
What about my mom?
won that baking competition like a couple years ago. Yeah. She baked a sourdough loaf, like full size as a statue of Brass, the dwarf god. It was I don't understand how it's possible to do that, but she made bread into the shape of a person.
Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know your
she's
mom was a
incredible.
bread artist.
She is a bread artist. There's a lot of things. My mom is pretty cool. She can do a lot of really neat things.
Yeah. You went to school around here.
I did.
Yeah. I thought you had left the city.
I had, but now I'm back, as you can see.
Okay. I'm not sure what I came in on exactly there, but it seems like you guys were doing your best to try to calm it down. Did I get the vibe right on that?
We'll call it that.
And I mean, this guy, and she points at Rudy. She goes, "This guy. I mean, at least he was trying to McAvoy
Look,
Iron
I'm a
Vow,
man.
and that's pretty. That was pretty brave. I mean,
I'm
and
a
you
gnome
straight
like
up knocked out Cullum. So I mean, that's pretty impressive. What brings you guys to Iron's Inn?
I just want to lie, be like, we're looking for you.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I do.
She's gonna roll a check. You see that she slowly reaches for her warhammer, like she doesn't know if that's a threat or not.
I'm just steadily making eye contact.
She goes. She kind of sizes everybody up, and she goes, "You probably can take me with all five of you, but a couple of you will follow me to brass. All
Who
right?
are you?
Ooh,
I'm
we're
the
here
High
for
Marshal of the Iron Guard, Raggan the Deepstone. Who the hell are you?
Are you by any relation to Raglar Deepstone?
Younger brother, yeah.
Oh wait, oh god, I did not realize this is who he talked to that one time.
That's been a while.
Wow.
Do you know Raglar?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen him, but he was kind of like my two gay dads' dad.
Your two gay dad's dad.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Moon Arms or
Yeah, yeah,
Thrill.
no, I know Moon Arms Johnson. Yeah, yeah. You see that she gets a look in her eye that's like one of those, like the ghost of a long lost stress that she can never fully recover from. Like, the phantom stress of a person who's no. And she was like, "Yeah, I know Moon. How do you know Moon Arms?"
That's a long story. I used to be a slave, and then they saved me, and then they kind of have been training me, and now I'm on my own. Well, I'm with this
Moon
group of
Arms raised
people.
a child. Moon Arms raised a child. Okay.
Yep.
That's the most concerning news I've ever heard. I am so concerned about who you are now as an individual.
Hey,
Wait, do you know
I'm a
my
cowboy.
dad? He did not raise a child.
Who is your dad?
My dad is Theron.
I did meet your dad. I
Yeah,
did
we
meet
have
your dad. I
Ephesus
met
is
him
also
only
member.
once. I met him once. He made a flirty pass at me, I think.
Doesn't sound like him. It might be a different person.
Um, but I think it was all in good fun. I think he just kind of made flirty in general.
No,
Um,
he must be thinking of a different guy. That's not really who I've heard about.
but I mean, really handsome elf. That's what I mean. That's what I remember about.
Okay, might be him.
Um,
Oh, okay.
um, yeah. So, are you guys in the city here to kill me? Because I swear I'll kill some of you.
Oh no,
Okay, okay. Well, that's this guy has been staring at. Said you came here to find me.
I'm
Okay.
not the opposite of his father.
So he
Well, she
doesn't
did.
make. So he makes vague threats, not flirty
He
comments.
hates women
Okay.
and wants to beat them. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You see that she grabs the hammer and is on her feet in an instant. Okay.
I'm just
Like,
joking. I'm just joking. He's about on the same level as what I can imagine from the comics. Okay.
she goes, okay. All right. Well, if you're not here to fight me, then why are you?
We want to go into the Judge lands.
You see that she immediately drops back down in her seat. Oh, okay. So you just want to commit suicide. All right. Cool.
Not quite.
Cool, cool, cool.
We heard that Nomeka is out there, and Nomeka is the way to get to Zeladandril.
Whoa, we name dropping him like that right
Yes. She
now?
was
That's the
there.
first time I
She was
break
there
eye
during that
contact
time.
saying that.
I'm gonna make a roll, and she goes, "Oh, good God, okay." She like covers her eyes and does like the full like face wipe,
I
and then she's like,
completely trust her because she is Raglar's sister, by the way. That is Ephesus's whole thing right here. He completely trusts her.
"Ephesus will spill any information to this lady." Okay.
If she were to ask his name right now, he would not say Ephesus. He would say Milo.
She goes, "Okay, okay." So I take it Moon Arm still hasn't really let go of that. If you were chasing as a group,
Well, you've got a real lead. You've got a real lead this time.
I've heard I've got a real lead. Maybe too many times to count between a pair of father.
But this one is real.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you can go out the south gate of the city and head towards the Judge Lands. I mean, I don't know how you'd even get into you'd get into the Judge Land probably well before you actually landed in them. Dead before you ever got where you're trying to go.
Do you have like a map to No Mecca? Like, do you know where it's at?
I mean, not me personally, but there's a lot of gnomes here whose families came straight from there during the destruction of a lot of, have kept a very tight history.
Do you know if there's any like tunnels or anything that might help get us there safer than just crossing the continent itself?
Uh, I'm not, like I said, I don't keep track of it in that way. I'm unaware of it that runs hundreds of miles underground to where Nomeko would be. But I mean, maybe. Seems unlikely, but maybe.
I'm just thinking of like cave dwelling folk. I didn't know if there might be a possibility because it's gonna be rough out there.
I mean, there's a lot of old. There's a lot of old tunnels that run through this mountain that like or have been forgotten. Some of them might lead close.
I mean, that's kind of all we're really hoping for is something kind of close. I think.
Well, I mean, this mountain is the central mountain of a very large mountain range, and then dwarves have been mining these mountains for time immemorial. So there's old abandoned mine shafts, underground highways that are no longer in use. It's such a maze at this point. Good track of it. We have been digging in the rocks for too damn long, and too many people have been doing the thing independent of other people for us to keep accurate maps of everything that's happened. Something close. I mean, no, I don't think there's anything that runs as close as to actually, like getting you past the border of the Judge Lands. But
Gotcha.
I mean, who's to say? There's some crazy shit in these mountains.
We're just trying to think.
Legend has it. I mean, there's an ancient god forge somewhere in here that Brass left behind when he left and went back to the realm of the gods that's just been lost in these mountains. We've never found it. So maybe you can find that. 600 plus miles.
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that sounds like a lot of looking.
It would be a lot of looking. You see that she stands up, finishes her beer, and she goes, I hate to cut a meeting short. However, I do have a funeral to attend. So
Whose funeral is it, if you don't mind me asking?
It was a man named Largo Shanks.
I look at Langham. I said, "Does that mean anything to you?"
Does that mean anything to me?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Jenks was his name. That was the guy who he got one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
26.
26. You do recognize the name. Largo Shanks was a merchant who specialized in trade between there's a large population of dwarves that live outside the city who, like, obviously because this city is subterranean, any sort of agricultural work would be fairly hard to do. There's no sun or to grow proper crops inside of a mountain. So outside the mountain and the hills and on top of the mountain community of dwarves who farm and raise cattle or sheep that they used to feed the mountain. Largo was a merchant who kind of specialized in creating deals farmers who lived outside the city to butchers and salesmen who lived inside the city. He kind of brokered deals for people. That was sort of his thing. The only thing that was really important about Largo was that the how do I put this? That would be of note. That would be of note. They were like why people would know him is that Largo's family were like long second, third cousins of the former royal family Irons in. He was technically speaking of royal blood, but it was like way down the line, like way off to the left, you know? And that was kind of it.
Yep.
You see that she looks at you all and she goes, Largo Largo is distant cousin of the Mountain Kinds, which was the former royal family before they were all unfortunately killed or died off. Most of the cousins that were around after the family died were so far removed in the family tree that they don't. But we still really try to treat them with reverence or respect in some way, given the fact that they had royal blood. Largo didn't have any children, and as far as we are all aware, he is the last living relative of the. With his death, the last of the royal house of Irons.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of a tough day for dwarves. Pretty much the whole dwarven population in the city will be going to. So.
So, like, if we wanted to kind of make a ruckus, now would be the time.
I suppose. Are you trying to make a ruckus in my city?
No, we're trying to go to the Judge Land.
Okay, all right.
No, we wouldn't do that, right, guys? We wouldn't do that.
We
I'm
would
going
not
to
do
the
that,
Judge
no.
Lands and I'm coming back a hero.
I'm coming back in handcuffs.
Oh,
Judge
yeah.
Lands, I might not even be coming back, man.
Judge Lands will extradite me straight back to Ireland.
You're like, I expect this to be crimes and I expect to be caught. Okay.
I will not be forgiven.
Absolutely insane. Okay. She stands up, bids you all farewell, and heads out to go toward where the funeral is going to take place.
Anybody trying to raid the crime families?
Yo, now's the time.
Now is the time, I suppose.
Should we try to get housing seen about?
My mom and dad said that they
We
can
sh-
hang out with it, or that we could hang out there.
We should go stay in Liam's basement.
Okay.
Does your family have
That's
a
kind of
basement?
always where I imagined myself ending up.
That's
That's
beautiful.
awesome. um. Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Are you guys headed to the land? Are we at the Deep Fern house? I mean,
The
The
Deep
lake
Fern
household.
residence.
so you guys are headed into the refuge.
Lingham, is your mom bad? Be honest.
My no. Ew.
Lingham's like, God, my mom is so ugly. No.
I think the opposite would be more concerning. Yeah.
I think
Ooh,
if you have a hot
ugly.
mom, you should be able to recognize that.
That's fair.
You guys make your way to the refuge, an old, massive mining tunnel that was refugees. Some now 750 years ago. Um, Fun thing about that is gnomes can live to be like 500 years old. There are gnomes still alive now that their parents were like first generation refugees. So they
Wow.
like there are a lot of it's really still kind of very fresh for the gnomes, everything about living here. But as you guys arrive, every surface that isn't a road is a house in the refuge. Houses are carved into the stone or out of the stone all the way up the inside of the tunnel until they're literally houses that hang like stalactites from the ceiling. Um, they are they have almost a like igloo like look to them. They're kind of like domes but carved of stone. Small windows all around, and tiny gnomish doors. You see gnomes hustle and bustle about the street. Um, there are itty bitty little like center house chimneys that are just in the middle of the dome of each, with small plumes of black smoke coming out as it's kind of cold inside the mountain. And it is tight. There is not a lot of space for growth here, but the gnomes have made the best of it. You guys see the house, almost there's almost no room in between. But that has never bothered a gnome to have. That is a gnomish saying. Um, you guys see that they are like front doors are open to houses. One guy, one guy doesn't have any coffee this
Losing.
week. Oh, am I gone?
You're back now.
Oh, where did I? What was the last thing I said?
Something about housing.
Okay, something about housing. Good to know. You guys see like gnomes have never mind having neighbors, and so like most of the houses here, the front doors are just open as gnomes walk back and forth from house to house, visiting each other, dropping off like this family didn't have coffee this week, so the person's baking a cake and have brought a mix match of people running from the Deep Fern residence, which is another igloo-like structure, a little bit larger than the one. Um, it's tall enough that you guys think it's probably two-story. On the inside, Langham knows for a fact that it is because his cylindrical chimney right in the middle of it, to a cast iron fireplace that's in the middle of the room. As you guys enter, most of you, I think, have to squat pretty fucking low to get inside the gnome's house. Okay,
We're small people.
they are a small people. As you guys arrive in, you guys see first at the door, ready to greet all of you, is Leighton Deepfern, Ling's father.
My dad.
Standing, who looks just like Langham, but just like 50 years older. Mustache, long hair. It's way more silver than Langham's. Standing next to Leighton, wearing a apron over like a cottage style sundress, frizzy, dark hair, tight curls, all pulled up in a messy bun and big round like Coke bottle glasses is Nancy Deepfern, Lingham's mom.
Nancy.
She is holding a tray as big as her, covered in cookies. Just so many cookies. She has been on a insane baking spree. And they go, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, honey, hold this!" And she throws the tray at her husband, who in the air with strength only a mother can have.
No.
And she goes, "My boy!"
Hi,
She-
Mom.
And she goes, "Your father told me I didn't believe him. I thought he must have lost his mind. But it's true. You're here. You're home. I've cleaned your bedroom. I've put down as many sleeping bags as we could possibly." Coleman, what the fuck is happening? This feels like a hate crime.
I think this is what he's doing to the gnomes. In game, he's showing us what his POV as Ephesus looks like.
He's just beating the
This is
shit
how
out
it
of
He's
goes
just
inside
beat-
Langham's house right now.
Beating the shit out of Logan's family right now.
Everything I imagined. Oh, Mom, Uncle Steve.
Yeah, you see your younger brother, Leighton Jr., LJ, who is
Okay.
who's like a 17-year-old dwarf now. You see that he's got like emo bangs swooped to one side. He's wearing hoodies with a thumb hole cut in the sleeve.
Oh my God, he's so cool.
He's got in ear piercings, and you can see your mom absolutely hates it, even though she won't say it out loud. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, yeah. See, LJ's gotten so tall, and he's got creative, with his artistic expression." And he goes, "Yeah, dude, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, man, good to see you. What's
Good to
up?
see you, dude. Not much, man. You know, how you been?
I've been good, man. I mean, I've been all right. Yeah. You see that he hugs you so fast.
I miss you, buddy.
He goes like, "Yeah, I mean, I miss you too, or whatever. You could like come home more, or whatever."
You're right. You're right.
He like pushes off. He's like, "Yeah, uh, uh, yeah. While you've been gone, I like learned to skateboard. I also learned magic.
Wait, the gathering or like?
Oh, like, you see that he produces like a firebolt in his hand. He's like, oh, I mean both.
Does he show me his Magic the Gathering cards? I'm like, put
He
those away. Don't
goes,
ever
"Yeah,
show
I've
this
been
to
playing a
anybody
black
again.
deck." And then
Don't put those away. Don't ever show this to anybody.
he goes, I think it's pretty cool.
But congratulations! How the heck did you? How did you learn magic?
I mean, yeah, I've been taking classes. Actually, you remember the old college you used to go?
Oh man, I can't hear you guys.
Oh, I paused. It's okay. I said, do you remember the old college you used to go to?
I do remember the old college.
Yeah. So the guy who used to run the college, Professor Whittlesby, he started a new school called Professor Whittleby's Entry to Magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he does a lesson out of the basement of his house.
Okay, well, that
Um,
sounds suspicious.
Don't know that that's where I would want to be, but
and yeah, he just kind of teaches you like the basics. Like I've only learned so, but I know Mage Hand. I know Firebolt. Um, I know. Did I already say Mage Hand?
You
I
didn't
know
say
Mage
mage
Hand.
hand, but that's a good.
Yeah. I learned Toll of the Dead last week. Well, kind of. I haven't on it. Oh, and I learned Thaumaturgy. So,
Thaumaturgy.
yeah, so I can just freak out and yell, and it's so loud that it wakes up the neighbors in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that was a magic.
Yeah, I can just make myself incredibly loud. It's awesome.
Wow,
Mom
that
keeps
is
saying I
cool.
should learn prestidigitation so I can help clean around. And I'm like, Mom, that's lame. I'm gonna
That's
learn
kind of
spells where
lame.
I can blow stuff up.
yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, dude, I'm just saying, I'm like, you don't have to worry about a mess if you can incinerate with fireballs. I mean, simple math.
Mm, yeah, that's true.
Anyways, who are these losers? And he points out
What's that? Who?
Guys,
all
these are
of
all
your
friends.
friends.
Uh,
He goes, "Wow, yeah. What a bunch of like losers."
Hey, man. Don't you dare disrespect my friends like that.
He goes, I'm
They're
just
cool.
saying, like, look at this guy in his like hat and his cool gun and his cool coat and stuff, and like this other guy
just
with
so you know, buddy, and I'm pointing at him with my own mage hand. Langham is my squire, and I don't hold
He
that
goes,
over him. As
"You're
in that rag.
squiring for a guy?
I am.
You're a Stonewell Educational Complex graduate. Why would you ever squire for?"
Buddy, I will call you a slur.
Hey, me too, man. But every time I try to do it, they get on to me.
That's just because you're racist.
He goes,
No,
"Yeah, and this
last
guy,
time.
this conventionally attractive elf with a trident. I mean, what's this guy's deal?
Sorry,
The
I'm not
talking
even
to
being.
armor's pretty cool, actually. That guy's actually pretty sick. He's covered in ant stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say
Yeah.
slurs sometimes?
Oh, me?
If I'm talking to you,
Yeah, I say slurs sometimes on Xbox Live, but only then.
What is
And
Xbox
Xbox in
Live?
here.
Yeah, I like to play Halo, and then like if they are better
What's
than
your
me
gamer
in any
tag?
shape or form,
1v1 me on Rust. That's Modern Warfare 2.
I can't say my gamer tag in front of my mom, but I'll write. Um,
Edgy bitch.
but anyways, yeah. So I mean, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see
I
you too,
actually
man.
gotta go because like I gotta meet some friends at the skate park.
I bet
But
you're
I'll
going to
see
his
you
deck
guys.
behind the school.
And see you, man. Well, good
You
night,
see
guys.
that LJ leaves and that your dad lets out a all too telling of a dad sigh, and he's like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do with that. You know what I mean?
He's just going through a phase right now, Pops. Don't worry. He's a good kid.
Yeah, but like I get going through phases and all that, but like when you were just like really into Pokemon cards, and I think he's been doing weed in the skate park. So
Weed?
I think he's been doing reefer in the skate park. But like
Do we need to call the police?
you see, like I tried that and they said there's not. I mean, weed is perfectly legal here, and so I mean, there's nothing they
That
can
is
do
true.
about that.
You tried to call the police on
Uh,
your own. What is this, your brother or your cousin?
This is my brother.
like I was just gonna try and like get a cop and like scare him straight, but then they were like, no, that's perfectly legal. So like, there's nothing they could do about. And like, I'm not worried about weed, but you start likely to drugs, and then like other drugs are dangerous.
That's so true.
Style of like methamphetamines, um, and like the Rafferty brothers, both of them, they are like they already do crystal meth. So
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. There's some advancements going on here.
yeah, I
I'm real jumping.
it's bad. Mostly it's just the two of them, but like it's bad.
Son, have you ever popped a perk?
Are you saying that to Legum's dad?
no, to his brother.
His brother just
I thought
let
you
you
were
go to the
saying
state
it
park. I think it's
Part,
funnier if you
probably.
say it to his dad.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
say to
think
his dad, son, have you ever popped a perk?
I think it's really funny to call someone else's dad son and then ask him that. And he goes, I had some wild times in college before I met Nancy. It's been a minute.
He's also trying to get his wild time. He's just too dumb to go to college, so he doesn't really get that.
Yeah, that's the concerning part. Is I'm like, your older brother went to college. He turned out he's like had like a really good career as as a teacher slash squire, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, on your current trajectory, you're gonna be the guy in charge of like rat disposal in most of the mine shafts, and nobody wants that, you know.
So true.
Like it's the way that like being a garbage man is like respectable career, but like nobody grows up and no father grows up wanting his son to be. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. So it's kind of that situation.
I get that.
But anyways, it's great to see you. We've got a ton of cookies. I think that's
Thanks, Mom.
I think that's where I have to end the session. I think that's where I have to call pause.
Got a ton of cookies here for you.
Cookies.
That was so sweet, Reese.